Hey, welcome back, Rosenbull Farms family. It is Ted and Angie. It's been a while, obviously, since we've gotten in front of the camera like this. We kind of just wanted to take a few minutes to let you guys know what's been going on. I know it's been about 3 years since we've posted. It's actually been over 3 years, I think.
I think so.
But we kind of just wanted to get into things, let you guys know where we are at right now, and just talk about where the channel is going to be going in the future.
Yeah. So we're not trying to make it like this big, mysterious production or anything like that. It wasn't like this super big event or tragedy or anything like that that caused us to change things or to take a break. We just got really, really busy with life, and we figured out that the property that we bought in Tennessee was a little bit more than we were able to handle. Um, we had a couple different things going on within the family as far as a wedding and a baby came and some health issues that happened to a couple of us. So we just realized it was better to not be so far away because we were, gosh, like
1,000
almost,
miles,
yeah,
roughly.
900 miles away or
Yeah.
so away from the bulk of our family. And it just, we were enjoying ourselves, but it wasn't like as rewarding as I think it could have been had we all been together working for a common dream, a common passion, a common goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really what started it was obviously my older brother. He got married in spring of 24, and when we all came back for the wedding, I was actually looking for new jobs personally, and on a whim, I decided to apply for a company that I had already had a job offer before moving down to Tennessee, and within 48 hours, they offered me the job. So I had to figure out a way to get back to Omaha. Um, and for those of you that don't really know what the story was behind Rosenbull Farms was, the four of us had moved down to Tennessee, and we had an acreage out there, and we were doing homesteading stuff. We had like the property and everything, and
We built a lot of stuff from scratch. We
yeah.
built smokehouse from scratch, a greenhouse from scratch, a really large workshop
Mm-hmm.
slash shed from scratch. And our goal was to make that our forever home, turn it into a small scale micro farm.
Mm-hmm.
And we were well on our way to doing that. And it just kind of became within our family just this general sense of unease about us
Mm-hmm.
being so far away.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents, who were elderly, moved to Tennessee with us and were living with us. And while they were there with us, they both became very ill, and we lost both of them within a year. And I think it just kind of opened our eyes to the fact that we needed to be closer to home, to where all of our children were. Our children were all born here. My husband was born here, and we just needed to be home. So we sold our little farm and came home.
And yeah, so it was basically started here in Omaha in Nebraska. We moved down to central Tennessee, and then within 3-4 years, we all moved back. So we're back here in Omaha. Just finished up our technically second winter back home.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just on a whim, mom texted me and was like, "I'd really like to start recording again." So I was like, "I'm all for it." I'm sure that there are quite a few people in the comments, and I've seen a lot of the comments who are like, where did they
Where have you
go?
been?
And
Yep.
so through our journey back home and everything, there was a lot of discovering who we wanted to be as people. And after the passing of both of my grandparents, I think that one of the things that we really wanted to focus on was having this little piece of ourselves, leaving a legacy behind, and really opening our hearts to Christ. And so through this journey, we decided like this is the way that we're going to start structuring things. And so with my job, with mom's job, with dad and my older brother's job, um, we kind of settled into things. And now that we are technically speaking in our second spring back here, and now that we have a little bit of property, we said, throw caution to the wind, let's do it. And so we are going to be, of course, filming our process along the way. there are going to be quite a few changes to the channel. Not in the sense of like the content's going to look different, because I think the content is going to look very similar, but we are going to have a different place where that's coming from.
Yeah, we're going from a semi large acreage. Our house and our farming area sat on just under 2 acres, and plus we had an option on 29 behind us where we were planning to have livestock. We've considerably downsized from there. In case nobody else knows, my husband and I are on the fast track to 60. So that was not going to be sustainable for us. And a big part of what we've always wanted to do was sustainability. And as Teddy mentioned, talking about our relationship with Christ has had a big hand in our decision making and what we've decided to do. So we've downsized to just under half an acre, but really the message that we're trying to bring to our subscribers and to the public in general is you don't have to have this large, crazy, I don't know even how to describe it, just this large property that you can expand. We're still going to do the same projects that we've always done. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done to this place. Even the fact that it's suburban rather than rural.
Yep.
We're in the middle of a neighborhood. We are not in the city. We're in a county area. So we're not in the city limits. So we can still do a few of the things that we wanted to do that we had talked about doing. But I think our focus has changed a little. And this is probably going to resonate with a lot of people, that when you have either health related or age related changes in your life, it really makes you kind of sit back and take stock of where you're going and what your plan is and what you would like to leave behind when you're gone. And so that's, I think, a little bit of a renewed focus on what we're going to do as we go forward.
Absolutely. And I think that because I mean, I am going to sit here and be that guy from, and I'm kind of the brains behind everything. In terms of the social media, I should say.
He thinks he is.
But the way that we're going to be structuring things is that we're going to be releasing shorts throughout the week. That's going to be kind of like our bread and butter content. And then on the weekends, we are going to be doing more unfiltered, long form content like this, where we'll just, sit in front of the camera for, few minutes, whether it's 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We plan on starting a podcast eventually, but that's a little ways down the line. We want to get our
stages.
Exactly. We want to get our foothold. But a lot of the content that you saw before is going to be fairly similar to what you're seeing now, but instead of the from scratch hand built everything, it's going to be more along the lines of what can we do with what we have.
Yeah, a lot of repurposing.
Yeah.
But also, don't be afraid to reach out and buy things that you need to.
Exactly.
We were really, really adamant down on the farm that we weren't off grid. We were never going to be off grid. That was never part of the plan. But we were just very much start from scratch, be a do-it-yourself type of self-starter and build a business from the ground up. We're not so much focused anymore on building a large scale business. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean we're not going to do some things with it along those lines.
Of course.
But we really just need this to be staying close to the family and
staying close to God
and having everything that we're planning to do have a purpose and have a plan, rather than being, there's nothing wrong with being spontaneous, but I think we're going to try and be a little bit more focused now than we were before.
Definitely. And one of the things that we have kind of discussed through the planning stages of how to kind of almost act as if this is a soft relaunch of things is what can we do better to make sure that people understand that, number one, you don't need a lot of land, and number two, how can we show people that self-sufficiency and sustainability are the keys, because we're repurposing a lot of the resources that we already had, because this is a house. This is, like Mom said, about half an acre. And the people that lived here before had a lot of stuff that they left behind, in which we are going to be building off of what they had already done, but improving it and making it our own.
Yep. Yeah. Ask questions. We're not experts by any means.
Mm-mm.
I guess in terms of expertise, I've been in the garden since I was old enough to walk. I was raised by farm people, though not on a farm, but still always had a garden. So I don't know everything there is to know about plants. I still struggle when I fail, and that's okay. What I keep telling the kids and everybody else who will listen is God gave you a green thumb. There's a lot of people who will say to me, "Oh, I can't do what you do. I don't have a green thumb. I kill plants." So do I. And so do all of us. And that's okay.
It's part of the process.
Yeah. And you have natural gifts and talents that were given to you, and it's just how you cultivate them.
If you guys, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video if you're excited for us to be back and posting again. And we will see you guys out there.
Thanks for
guys.
watching.